Hey guys, BassGeek here. I know I've been away for a while, but today me and Dad are working on the BassGeek room. I'm going to show you how we hang, where I'm going to hang all my baits, this slat wall. All right, so me and Dad are not professional carpenters. Dad's more of a professional mechanic, and you know, I'm a computer geek. So we're going to attempt to hang this. We'll kind of show you step by step what we're doing. This is going to be my little BassGeek room here. I'll get a little farther out here, maybe be able to show you a little more. Not a lot in it right now, but we're going to take this and hang it on this wall. So it'll be about a 12 by 8 or 7. We're gonna put it between the kickboard and the top trim. That's the goal anyway. We got an outlet down here, so we hope we're gonna be able to finagle that out. Hopefully we got enough, you know, kind of play to kind of pull that out and mount it directly to this board when we cut it. But anyway, we're going to get started. All right, so the very first thing we're doing is we're actually going to center this. This is a 14 3-inch and a half foot wall. So 14 feet, 3.5 inches. So we're just going to put a 12 foot because, as you can see, I don't want pegs sticking out so that I can walk in my closet door. And I'm going to hang some memorabilia stuff over there, so I don't want pegs right up to the edge. So we're going to center that up, and we're going to push it all the way up against that stripping up there. And then come down, may or may not be a gap down here, because again, these sheets are 4 by 8, and that's an 8-foot ceiling. So you figure you got 3-inch kickboard and stuff up there. We'll see how this works out. So what we're doing, because these sheets are extremely heavy, so what Dad just got done, he was using his stud finder. What'd you say they were on? 16 or
16-inch centers.
16-inch centers, which means that's the center of the stud. And since these are going to be holding up so much weight that are pulling them out, we really want to make sure that we're hitting that center of that stud, not coming off each end, because it's not going to have that bite. That wood screw's not going to have that bite, and they're liable to pull right out. The boards themselves are extremely heavy. It's really at least a 2-man job. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take that board. We found the 4, because again, this is 4 foot by 8 foot. So we're going to put it right up against that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to mount that board right there, so that when me and him lift it up and set it there, we can set it on the edge of that board. I can hold it and he can drill it in. But we forgot the footstool. I meant to buy one today when I was at Lowe's, but luckily Mom's got one and she's just down the road. So I'm gonna run down and get it, not a footstool, but a little step ladder. So I'm gonna run down and get a little step ladder and we'll get back at it. I didn't record that. I had to go get a footstool so we can reach up there. But what we did is that's just a support. That's temporary. That'll come down. You know, if we had 3 people in here, we could have one on each side holding it and one screwing it in. But we're going to mark the studs, and we're going to have to recruit my wife to get her to come in here and help us. So, all right, we're going to mark the studs right now. We'll show you how we do that. All right, guys, whew, we got the first one up. That one will probably be the hardest one. The next one we're gonna put directly underneath it. And the only thing is, you know how it is with any house, nothing is ever, even in a brand new one, nothing is ever straight. So we're gonna get it as close to that board down there as we can. We're probably gonna have to trim 1, maybe 2 of these slats off at the bottom. We may get lucky and not have to trim any none. What's that? But he's taking the board off now. That's gonna support that one. We're gonna take and cut one of these in half. It'll be 2 sides. And so I've got a spare one left. I don't know, maybe later on we'll put it up here or maybe here, you know, 2 pieces. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And let's get back after it. Oh, I about forgot to tell you something. So basically what we did is, I'll show you up close here on these screws. We marked our studs, and what we did is we just countersunk them in. And basically we put 3, and we did every other stud, since this is a 16 center stud wall. All right, let's get on to step number 2. So what we're doing is, we're gonna have to leave a little bit of a gap down there, but we're cutting these bottom 2 off. But it's better to cut inside these. You don't really wanna split these boards. I mean, some guys may do it, may look all right. I'd rather leave a little gap down there myself, as opposed to trying to split these boards and get it right and make it look awful. So we're just gonna cut right in here, cut these last 2 off, and we'll butt it up against that as we go. All right, let's get this on. All right, so we've got the bottom half. We got some sawdust on there. Got a little bit of, what we're doing is we had to cut that out. And all I did is take, you know, basically a razor knife and expand that box. Now, we're gonna cut this next sheet dead center this way. Hang 1/2 here, 1/2 here. We'll cut that out. And since we've got play, we'll mount that on the outside. But I have to say, that looks pretty dang good. Can't wait to get the second half. All right, Dad's already getting us all ready. So we're going to get at the second half of the wall and the outlet. And again, guys, just to recap, just so you know, basically, we marked, and I don't know if you can see it up there. Anyway, there's a little mark. You can really see it on the walls here. what we did is we marked the studs. And so we're just putting 3 screws in all the way down. 1, 2, 3, every other stud up through there. And that seems to be holding it pretty solid. We can always go back and put a little bit more. All right, let's get to finishing this job. So hey, we got the blaze literally smoking over here. So that is it. You know, again, nothing in these houses are straight, so there's a little bit of an offset between those. That's just how it goes, you know. But we've got everything done, and now we just got to get some baits on it. I got a big mess to clean up, but I'll show you the final kind of setup. I'll show you how I'm going to organize my baits on this wall at a later time. But right now, I'm gonna do the cleanup tomorrow, so I will see you then. Here you have it. So we've got it done. That is wall number 1. Right now, you know, I'm going to only do that wall. I may and probably will do this wall, but the racks that you've seen in my basement of the old house will probably sit right here to begin with as I start to go through my stuff. All my gear and figure out what's going up. The biggest key to this wall right here, forgive me, I got a little bit of a head cold. The biggest key to this wall is going to be my go-to baits. The things from, you know, probably on this side, what I'm thinking about doing is like my terminal tackle. So, you know, my angler tungsten, my weights, my hooks, you know, my heads, you know, and then it's going to be soft plastics. And then on this wall, probably going to be more hard baits is what I'm going to put out there. Now, like I said, what I'm going to do here, eventually I'm going to put me a desktop computer here, because right now I'm editing on my laptop, and my laptop, you know, laptops die. They're fragile. Even though they're mobile, they're fragile. So I'm gonna put me a desktop here also, so that when I'm at the house, I can edit on it. And I've got a backup, so in case my laptop goes down, I'm still making videos. Got some memorabilia, and you can see some plaques and stuff over here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that sort of stuff. Some sports memorabilia, some fishing memorabilia that's gonna be hung up right there. And maybe right here too. Maybe some cool stuff that you guys send. Maybe we'll turn that into that sort of wall, where if you guys send anything in, and I always tell you, don't send me anything, man. Keep your stuff, keep your money. You know, it's an honor to get anything from you guys, but we may do that. We may put something up and hang stuff up there. That'll be another video for another day. We'll talk about hanging stuff up. We'll bait organization when we get in, and as the house gets done. As you can see, we're in, but we're far from done. If you can see outside there, I don't know, let me see, there we go. So, you know, a lot of work, a lot of mud going on outside. Guys, the channel has continued to grow, even though I haven't been putting videos out. And, you know, there's just a lot of work that's going on, and including, you know, this was not supposed to be carpet, so that's got to come out, and we're putting, you know, hardwood in there. So, you know, a lot of stuff going on. I'll show you around the house in a video once we get done, you know, and I can do the kind of the whole reveal thing. I know some of you want to see it. I know some of you don't care. And but anyway, all I'm really trying to say is I appreciate your patience, your time. I'm sorry I'm not putting videos out, but now that I've got this done, I am they're pouring concrete footers right now. I am hopefully going to be back on the water, but I'm not going to make a promise I can't keep right now because I don't know what's going on. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you. As always, questions, comments in the comment section below. You guys know I love to talk fishing with you. That is the one thing, even though I've not been putting videos out, I've been trying to keep up with any sort of comments coming in. So if you've got a question, make sure you throw it in the latest video. Got some giveaways coming up here real soon. Nothing big, a couple of catch-up mystery tackle box giveaway videos that we're going to do here probably as we go into the later part of this month. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring my bell so you get those notifications when these videos come out. And as always, you guys rock.